What's up, guys? Welcome again to this channel. This is Proving the Markets. I'm Kojax Pro. I just quickly want to give a straight update on GBPJPY. Now, GBPJPY is going to make massive moves to the upside, and from my projections, GBPJPY is going to make over 800 plus pips in moves to the upside. And the reason why I'm confident about this is because I know my stuff. I know how to go about this type of analysis. I know when a pair is about to move and how to hop in as quickly as possible with the lowest risk and the highest upside in terms of profits. Now, quickly, I just don't want to make this video long because this is going to be one of the juiciest trades, probably the juiciest trade that we're going to take this year. And in order to do that, the first thing we'll do is to go over to the monthly time frame to see exactly what is happening. Now, before I go on with any of this analysis, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button if you have not already done so that you can get these juicy updates in terms of chart structure, in terms of what's actually happening in chart insights from a pro trader, and use them in your own analysis to trade. You could even follow me to trade, but I don't have a problem you following me to trade. But all I do, and that's what I beckon on any of my subscribers and anyone wanting to follow the trades I take, is to apply proper risk management. I'm more of a person that enjoys managing risks while reaping more from profits. So if you really want to follow me on these trades, listen attentively to how to go about them. When I show you the nudge to get into the market, then that's when you get in the market. Before that, I'm just going to sit on my hands, and I expect you to do the same. So go ahead and subscribe now, and let's go back into the video. Now, GBPJPY on the monthly time frame, you can see we've got this nice charts here, and with this trend line that I was drawn here, this trend line, the beige color trend line, shows that GBPJPY is bullish. I made a video yesterday about the trend and the current state of most currency pairs that I'm watching, and GBPJPY happens to be one of them. Now, if we go over to the daily time frame, you will remember when I made this projection right here. The simulation 2 is already there. This simulation 2, this was when GBPJPY approached this level. Now then, that was about a month ago in July, and I told you that as far as GBPJPY stays on this level, it didn't break it because it met its previous level, which I circled here. So this is a level GBPJPY came up to meet, and I said I will not be taking any more bullish trades to the upside until we break above this level. Did we break above the level? No. I made a simulation that until it breaks above this level and retest it, then I will be able to take this trade to the upside. It didn't do that, and in GBPJPY, in its predictable fashion, tanked over to the downside. Those traders that didn't listen to me, thinking that GBPJPY is going to keep on selling to the upside, they are too zoomed in to the charts. They like to trade the lower time frames so much so that they forget that most of the things that prints itself on the higher chart eventually do so on the lower chart. So if the higher chart is telling you to buy or to be bullish, there is no need you being contrary to the higher chart. However, if you have not met structure, then that's okay. But if you have met structure as printed on the high time frames, you need to wait. That's how carefulness comes in as a trader. So quickly, we knew GBPJPY is going to have issues with this level. And did it do that? Oh boy, it did that. And came over to the downside. And that made me to leave GBPJPY. All through last month, I didn't touch GBPJPY. But you can see now clearly that the bullish sentiment prevailed. And we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 whole days of straight up bullish candles on GBPJPY. That just shows that we are actually ready to continue our movement to the upside. Now, what's the take on GBPJPY? So the monthly is saying we are bullish. I showed you that from the trend line on the monthly time frame. On the weekly, we went to see if there were any chart patterns, and we didn't see any chart pattern. However, I did spot something that happened last week. GBPJPY created a reversal candlestick pattern to the upside in tandem with the buyers on the high time frame, the monthly. So the monthly is saying we are bullish. On the weekly, we can see that GBPJPY created a railroad track candlestick pattern, also known as the tweezer bottom. Now, also tweezers. Now, this is very, very, very iconic for price movement whenever there is prevailing sentiment. And this just shows that GBPJPY wants to move up to the upside. You can see that after this happened right about here, the next candle was straight up bullish, all in a bid to use that momentum to break this prevailing level. Now you can see that it's doing just about that. And if we just scale over to the daily time frame, you can see that we are having a full bullish candle break above this level. So at this point now, I'm just going to highlight this level as the daily zone, and once I do that, so this is the daily zone now. Quickly, that's what has happened. How do we now trade this? Now you can see that I'm just going to do the same thing I did here as well and put this simulation to right about so, and that's how I'll be taking this trade. So I just need GBPJPY to do the same thing in that fashion. The reason why I love to enter trades like this is because it gives me the opportunity to risk a little. Why anymore? Now, once GBPJPY completes this, and this is where you guys should be listening now. Now, this is a 4-hour time frame. I'm not going to enter on the break. So on the break here, you can see that we've broken above here. It's not giving me the inkling to enter, because if I enter here, I could be easily whipsawed by a pullback, because no one knows how deep the pullback is going to be. So that's why it's not good to enter on the breaks. You actually wait for the market to go to the upside and then retest. Once it retests and holds at this level, that's the trigger. Once it retests and holds at this level, simply just look for a reversal candlestick to the upside in the lower time frames, preferably the 4 hourly if you're a swing trader like me. If you're a day trader, you need to actually go down to the lower time frames like the 30 or the 15 minutes to look for entries, but that's kind of less reliable. So if you really want to wait for this trade, because GBPJPY has shown that it wants to move to the upside, guys, see how massive the risk reward we are going to aim at this. So the risk reward on this is about, so if the market comes somewhere around here and we're able to jump in, risk a little as such, and then go up to the upside in the 4 hours, you can see that this is a risk reward of 1:6. 1:6 is massive. 1:6 is ideal to even pass a prop firm challenge. 1:6 is ideal to get up to 15 to 20% return on investment on your account. So this is how we are going to go about it. That's why I said from the outset of this video that GBPJPY looks like it's going to be one of the most profitable trades we'll take this year. And I am very, very optimistic about it. Once this setup eventually plays out, we'll hop on this trade. So that's how I'll be positioning for GBPJPY. All I need it to do is to move up a little bit. Just move up a little bit like so. It's begun to do that. Move up a little bit like so. Come here and retest. And then when it does so and give us the trigger to enter, we'll enter. And I'll be here to update you guys on when exactly that happens. So fingers crossed, that's how we're going to trade GBPJPY to the upside. Now, this level, if we go back to the daily, I'm just going to point out something quickly, because I'm a very careful trader and I love to see things from a professional aspect and an investigative aspect as well. Even though we have well cleared this level. So this is the daily candle. The daily candle has well cleared this level. You can see down that the next level is right about here. That was the previous supply region back in 2024. That was July of 2024. So now the market has cleared this level. The next level is here. That's how the market moves from zone to zone. So this is one zone. It's going to come over to this zone next. Now, have we cleared the zone completely? The daily candle is doing just that. Once this daily candle completes, which is going to be about in an hour time, we'll know that GBPJPY is ready to move. What's the pip count on this? So I'll just quickly draw out my measuring tool to see the pip count on this, so you can see how much pip count we did. You can see that we have over 800 pips to catch. Wow. That's massive. That's going to be massive for GBPJPY. So that's GBPJPY for now, and that's my time on this video. I just came here to give out that straight update on GBPJPY, and I get excited when this type of seamless, frictionless trades begin to present themselves. I love to hop on this type of trades because it helps me make a lot of money. It helps me close out the year nicely. So thank you guys. If you love this video and you love this type of overview, don't forget to leave a like and a comment, and do so to subscribe so that you don't miss out on this type of juicy updates when they drop. So that's my time here. See you guys in my next video.